Chin-ups and pull-ups are two of the most effective bodyweight exercises for building a strong and muscular upper body. They both look badass. They both punish your lats and arms. They are compound movements, meaning they work multiple muscle groups simultaneously. And they both earn respect in any gym. But when it comes to maximizing muscle growth, one question always arises. Which exercise reigns supreme? Chin-ups or pull-ups? Who wins the war for muscle and strength? Let's settle this debate once and for all, with biomechanics, EMG data, and a little real-world logic. The answer, as with many things in fitness, is nuanced. Because here's the truth. One sculpts your back like wings, the other builds arms like steel cables. But which one truly builds a more powerful physique? Both exercises offer unique advantages depending on your specific goals. Understanding the subtle differences between the two, backed by scientific evidence, can help you tailor your training for optimal results. Whether you're chasing sleeve-stretching biceps or a barn door back, this essay will arm you with the knowledge to build a powerful physique using these classic exercises. So, get ready to level up your pull-up game and unlock new levels of upper body strength and hypertrophy. The only real difference between chin-ups and pull-ups lies in the grip, but this one detail rewrites the whole story. Chin-ups are performed with an underhand grip, with the palms facing you, typically slightly narrower than shoulder width apart. Pull-ups, on the other hand, utilize an overhand grip, with the palms facing away, often slightly wider than shoulder width. This seemingly small adjustment in hand positioning has a significant impact on muscle recruitment patterns and overall difficulty. It's like turning the key one direction unlocks arms and back, the other direction wings and width. The underhand grip of the chin-up places the biceps brachii in a more mechanically advantageous position, making it a powerful elbow flexor during the exercise. This leads to greater biceps activation compared to the pull-up. Additionally, the underhand grip allows for greater shoulder joint external rotation, potentially reducing strain on the shoulder joint for some individuals. Conversely, the overhand grip of the pull-up emphasizes the muscles of the back, particularly the latissimus dorsi, or lats. The wider grip also increases the range of motion, requiring the lats to work harder to pull the body up to the bar. While the biceps are still involved in pull-ups, their contribution is less pronounced than in chin-ups. What muscles are actually working? Let's talk electromyography, or EMG data. Several studies have compared chin-ups and pull-ups to determine which exercise elicits greater activation in specific muscle groups. Both chin-ups and pull-ups work a variety of muscle groups in the upper body, including the back, biceps, forearms, and shoulders. However, the specific muscle activation patterns differ based on the grip used. Chin-ups, with their underhand grip, heavily recruit the biceps brachii, making them an excellent choice for building bigger biceps. Research consistently shows that chin-ups result in significantly higher biceps brachii activation compared to pull-ups. One study, published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, found that chin-ups elicited approximately 29% greater biceps activation than pull-ups. The brachialis, another muscle in the upper arm, is also highly activated during chin-ups. This muscle sits beneath the biceps and contributes to elbow flexion and overall arm size. In addition to the biceps and brachialis, chin-ups engage the latissimus dorsi, trapezius, rhomboids, and rear deltoids to a significant degree. So it's great for building that thick, athletic upper back with arm size to match. Pull-ups, on the other hand, shift the focus more towards the back muscles. The overhand grip and wider hand placement increase the demand on the latissimus dorsi, making pull-ups ideal for building a wider, more powerful back. The trapezius muscles, responsible for scapular retraction and upward rotation, are also heavily recruited during pull-ups. While the biceps are involved, their activation is lower compared to chin-ups. So it's built for back width, scapular control, and upper body power. So, in short, Science confirms that pull-ups mean more lat activation, while chin-ups mean more biceps activation. Ask yourself, what's your physique missing? Arms or wings? It's important to note that EMG studies have limitations. Factors such as individual anatomy, training experience, and exercise technique can influence muscle activation patterns. Therefore, it's essential to consider both scientific evidence and your own body's response when choosing exercises. Which builds more strength? Want raw strength? Pull-ups might edge ahead. Here's why. Pull-ups demand greater grip strength, shoulder control, and scapular stability. They also mimic athletic pulling movements. Think climbing, grappling, obstacle courses. But chin-ups are easier to progress. Why? Your biceps and leverage give you a boost. You'll often get more reps. And more reps means more volume, means more hypertrophy. Verdict? Chin-ups are better for high-volume hypertrophy, while pull-ups are better for maximum strength and control. Let's compare them on shoulder health and joint stress. Think all pull movements are safe. Not so fast. Chin-ups are often easier on the shoulders, especially for lifters with limited mobility. The underhand grip allows for more natural shoulder and scapular movement. Pull-ups, especially with a very wide grip, can stress the rotator cuff and elbow joints. This is especially true for beginners or those with poor overhead mobility. If you've got cranky shoulders, start with chin-ups or neutral grip pull-ups. Which builds more muscle? Chin-ups are best for arm development, especially the biceps and brachialis, target upper back thickness, and help with pulling volume, accessory work, and hypertrophy phases. Pull-ups are meant to be lat dominant. For that wide, flabby superhero back, builds posterior chain strength and demands more scapular stability and coordination. The best bodybuilders and strength coaches, they don't choose. They program both, because together, they create a complete upper body. Which one is harder? If you've ever struggled through a set of pull-ups, you already know the answer. Pull-ups are harder. Why? No bicep help, less favorable joint angles, and greater range of motion and scapular stability needed. If you're a beginner, start with chin-ups. Use bands, machines, or negatives, and progress toward pull-ups as your lats and scapular control improve. You can't skip the grind, but you can train smart. Final verdict, which one should you do? Here's your cheat sheet. Choose chin-ups if you want bigger arms and upper back, a joint-friendly entry into bodyweight training, and easier volume and rep progression. Choose pull-ups if you want wide lats and raw pulling strength, athletic performance and scapular control, and a more advanced challenge. But the real secret? You don't need to choose. Alternate them, rotate them, superset them. Use them both to build the strongest, widest, and most aesthetic back possible. Because chin-ups sculpt the arms, pull-ups sculpt the wings, and together they build a masterpiece. What's your go-to vertical pull movement and why? Drop it in the comments. And if you want to see how to train these for max reps and max size, subscribe, because that video is coming next week. See you next time. Keep watching MedGroww and take care of yourself.